Hi, I'm Sarah from sarahkbrandiscontent.com. I am a content marketer and I mostly work with life coaches, healers, therapists, people with very small one-to-one businesses, guiding them on using content marketing to get their next clients. So today, just a short video. I really wanted to talk about the importance of having and growing your own email list. So this might be in software such as MailChimp, which is a nice free option, or there's lots available. There's Aweber. If you want to spend a little bit of money, you can go a bit fancier. There's things like ConvertKit.com, but we're not going to talk about the tech today. That's for another video. Today, I just really want to explain to you why it's so important, because there are things that you might not have thought of. And it is really crucial. So these are my top 3 reasons why an email list is absolutely essential to your small business. So top tip number 1, this relates to those viewers that you have on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, people that watch you speak on stage, wherever your audience is. This is about capturing that audience and having repeat interactions with them. There will be an awful lot of people who see you somewhere one time and are blown away by your skills, are super impressed, and they'll think to themselves, I've absolutely got to have a session with that lady or gentleman. But then, life happens, and the next day they have completely forgotten about you and they never even think about you again. When you have somebody on your email list, and it's not the same as social media, I'll explain why in point number 3. But point number 1, when you have somebody on your email list, you have pretty direct communication with them, and you can email them again and again and keep reminding them how awesome you are. There is this figure that's been doing the rounds in the content marketing world for decades that says that a potential customer needs to have 6 meaningful interactions with you. Obviously, that's an average. And honestly, I don't know what kind of research this number is based on. It might be made up, but people say that you need to have an average of 6 meaningful interactions with one client before that client will trust you enough to part with their money and actually become a paying customer. Now, I don't know if that's 100% true, but I do know that repeat interaction is very, very important. They're not going to buy from you the first time. They need to build that rapport. So if you can make sure that you are in somebody's inbox once a month, once a fortnight, whatever's reasonable for you, and each time you're in their inbox, it's not just like, hey, remember me, but it's something meaningful. So you share some advice, you link to a new blog post you've written, you give them something of value. That will go a long way to them being your potential customer and converting and actually giving you cash in the future. Reason number 2 that an email list is absolutely crucial to your small business is repeat customers. Now, repeat customers are the second most cost-effective source of customers for you. Obviously, you're curious what the number 1 most cost-effective source of new customers is. That's referrals, direct referrals, but that's for another video. So hit the subscribe button and watch more of my videos. There's all that good stuff coming up. But yeah, for this video, it's very important that you encourage a client that's been to you once to become a repeat client, because you've already been through that entire long, laborious, expensive, time-consuming process of converting them from a cold lead to a warm lead to a paying customer. If you did that for every single client you ever had, your return on investment wouldn't be as good as if you got to recycle and have the same clients over again, because you pay for that marketing journey of making them your client once and then they're with you. So for example, I know a massage therapist that does this really well. I've been to her twice, 2 separate appointments, but because I'm on her email list, every time she does a special offer, I know about it. I'm tempted and I think, oh, maybe I should book in with her. Every time she sends a newsletter, really, it makes me think of her and makes me think, oh yeah, I could do with a massage. So it's staying present and staying relevant and reminding your clients that you're there, because they've got busy lives and they might forget about you. So that's really crucial. And then reason number three is something a little different that you might not have thought of. It's about owning your contact list. So when you've got thousands of followers on Facebook, that's great. But one, you can't be sure how many of them will actually see your posts because of the Facebook algorithm. And two, they are Facebook's contacts, not yours. So if Facebook decided that you had violated its terms and it cancelled your account tomorrow, you would lose all of those contacts. That's a bit of a horror story, and it doesn't happen very often, but it is possible. And you just never know. You never know what's going to change with social media, because social media is changing all the time. If you have your contacts on an email list, you can choose to send an email whenever you want to. And you know that, barring a few accounts that are going to go to the spam filter, for the majority, your audience are going to hear from you if they choose to open your email and read it. So it's just a lot safer and a lot more reassuring. You know that people will get the message if you send it via email, whereas if you put a post out on Facebook, a small percentage of your following might see it, and then Facebook will ask you, do you want to pay to boost your post so that more of your following see it? No, you don't want to pay. No, that's another cost that you don't need. If you own your contacts, then you don't need to pay. So those are my top 3 reasons why having an email list is essential to your business. I hope that gave you some food for thought. If you are not sure how to even get started building an email list, then subscribe to my channel, because I produce content on this sort of thing all the time. So also, if you have a request, if there is some aspect of content marketing that you have very little idea about and would love some really simple, in English, non-jargony training content on that, then drop me a comment below and ask me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.